In this installment, we're going to be going over the MLB bet slate for Monday, August 11th. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our August 11th MLB bet slate we got going on. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetChefD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91, and don't forget about the Patreon. Right now, at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 10.2 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 20K, and we're well on the way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you're already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so you can grow to a much broader audience. All right, now for yesterday's video, for the first time we went 0-5 on yesterday's video, but we're gonna bounce back in this one. But if you were in the Patreon, you took full advantage of the dominance or the sweep that we had here of NFL preseason football. We had Chargers on the money line, as you can see, -120, and then we had Dolphins +3. Both of those cashed for NFL preseason. So that's what we're gearing up towards. That's the bread and butter right there, getting ready for the NFL season. I cannot wait. So if you want access to that, click on that link provided down below. You're going to get full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes out 24/7. Also, when you click on that, the NFL futures are already out that I'm going to be updating throughout this whole entire month of August, so you'll be ready before the season starts. So really juicy stuff in here. Click on that link provided below and get connected. All right, kicking things off here, going for the sweep in Great American Ballpark. Cincinnati Reds 62-57, going up against the Philadelphia Phillies 68-49. Pitching matchup in this one to Taijuan Walker here, 4-5 with 3.53 ERA, going up against Andrew Abbott 8-2 with a 2.34 ERA. Looking at the current odds for this one here, we have the Phillies as road underdogs here, Reds as home favorites -125, Phillies +105. Total runs at 9.5. So we got a really high total here in Cincinnati, and we have Reds favored. Okay. Now when you look at the public bet percentage, 58% of the bets, 79% of the money, all over the Phillies here as underdogs, and this line is reverse moving towards the Reds here as well. So total runs, 58% of the bets, 63% of the money on the over 9.5 in the total as well. And both of these teams are coming in on winning streaks. All right, Philly just swept Texas, and then Reds took they tied at 2-2 against their rivals in the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, now looking at the pitching matchup here, Taijuan Walker on the road has pitched better, 2.80 ERA with a 250 batting average, 27 strikeouts as well. He's given up a lot of power to lefties, all right, and that's not good when we're pitching in Great American Small Park. That's definitely going to be an Achilles heel, and that's the avenue for the Reds here, the lefty at bats. 2.87 home run per 9, 14% walk rate, 274 batting average, and the 6.15 xFIP as well. So I'm really afraid of Taijuan Walker going up against these lefties in the Cincinnati Reds. All right, Andrew Abbott has been elite at home in that ballpark. That's definitely home run friendly and run friendly as well. 60 1/3 innings, 2.05 ERA, 50 strikeouts in the 233 batting average. He's keeping everything pretty low. Looking at the home run per 9, 1.24 against righties, a 10% walk rate. Him versus lefties, he's giving up hits at 311. All right, so that's what we got to watch out for him. Lefties going up against Andrew Abbott, but he's been elite all season long. Definitely a spot where I have confidence that he's going to get some key and critical outs in this game. I think that the lefty bats here in the Cincinnati Reds lineup are definitely primed going against Taijuan Walker. So I'm going to be going with the Reds. I see the reverse line movement. I like the Reds at home in this spot. This is definitely first game of the day to catch people off guard. I'm going to go with the Reds in this one. Reds on the money line. Secondary play, I will go to the over 9.5 with the total runs. In Yankee Stadium here, we have the Yankees 62-56 going up against the Minnesota Twins 58-61. Pitching matchup in this one: Zebby Matthews 3-3 with a 5.17 ERA, going up against Will Warren 6-5 with a 4.44 ERA. Looking at the current odds for this matchup in this one here: Yankees -175 with the comeback of the Twins at a +145. Total runs at 8.5. Public bet percentage here: 81% of the bets, 76% of the money all over the Yankees. For the total runs, 87% of the bets, 89% of the money towards the over 8.5 in the total. All right, now pitching matchup here: Zebby Matthews is a hard guy to like figure out. He's been super inconsistent, super up and down. He'll have a good start and then a bad start. He's very Jekyll and Hyde. All right, but if we're looking at his overall numbers, very good strikeout rate versus lefties, 33%. Low walk rate, 273 and 286 batting averages are concerns of both lefties and righties. But the xFIP is pretty low when we're looking at 3.93 versus righties and the 2.31 versus lefties. Will Warren on the other end here has been an ace at home with a 2.88 ERA, 65 and 2/3 innings and 74 strikeouts and a 215 batting average. So definitely Will Warren's going to be comfortable at home pitching in Yankee Stadium. And then looking at his advanced numbers, he is only struggling with power versus lefties. So 1.31 home run per 9 and a 15% walk rate. 233 batting average, 1.60 whip. The xFIP is supposed to be progressing, going down to 4.7, so that's a positive sign as well. This one is looking like a pitching duel. Even though it really depends on what Zebby Matthews we're going to get. I have confidence in Will Warren to pitch here against the Twins and get strikeouts. It has been a positive to see how strong the Twins have been playing in the last 5, winning 4 of their last 5 games. They're on a little bit of a roll right now as well. So trying to figure out if Zebby's going to pitch well, then they're going to be in this game, and I see this more low scoring, and I like the under 8.5. All right, but it could go left if we get the wrong Zebby. All right, if he's not striking out guys, the whiff rate is not going, then it's a big issue. So ultimately, I'm going to lean, main play is going to be under 8.5 as in the total. Secondary play is going to be the Twins plus 1.5. Yes, Twins plus 1.5 is the secondary play. Main play is going to be under 8.5 in the total. I think we get a solid outing out of Will Warren, and I'm going to bank on Zebby Matthews to come through yet again. Looking at these xFIPs as well, that he'll pitch well in this one. So under 8.5. In guaranteed rate field here, we have the Chicago White Sox 43-75 going up against the Detroit Tigers here 68-51. If we're looking at the pitching matchup here, we have Chris Paddock 4-10 with a 4.91 ERA going up against Elvis Peguero 0-9 with a 4.91 ERA as well. Looking at the odds for this one, we have Tigers -140 on the money line with the comeback of the White Sox at a +115. Total runs at 8.5. Public bet percentage here: 81% of the bets, 95% of the money on the side of Detroit. And for the total run, 72% of the bets coming in on the over, 52% of the money coming in on the under 8.5 in the total. All right, so most of these games between the White Sox, the last 5 games have been going towards an over. 10, 14, 14 yet again. And 3 out of the last 5 games has gone over this current total of 8.5. And so have the Tigers. Tigers have been red hot as well offensively. Now, looking at this pitching matchup, Chris Paddock coming over from the Minnesota Twins, pitched really well in his first outing with the new team. Overall, looking at his numbers, he's given up power here to righties and lefties over 1 home run per 9, low strikeout rate, low walk rate, and righties have an average of 281. So that's what you really got to watch out for. Some slight power and some hits for Chris Paddock. And then the bullpen here for the White Sox, shockingly, has been really good this season. In 2025, they are top 10 in the league bullpen wise. So that's a strong suit for them with that 3.76 ERA, and that's what they got pretty much on the mound here. They got Peguero, and then they're going to be going into their bullpen arms here, trying to keep this close, low scoring, and an opportunity for them to win. When you're going up against the Tigers, you can't make mistakes at all. So in this one here, I do think that this game is going to be close. I do think that this game is going to be lower scoring, so I would go towards under 8.5. That's going to be the main play. Secondary play, I would take Tigers money line. All right, so we're going to go under yet again in this one here between the Tigers and the White Sox. And if you don't trust that play, then definitely Tigers to get the win is going to be the secondary. Next up here in American Family Field here, we have the Milwaukee Brewers 73-44 going against the Pittsburgh Pirates 51-68. Pitching matchup in this one, Andrew Heaney 5-9 with a 4.77 ERA. Going against the lefty Jose Quintana 9-4 with a 3.57 ERA. Current odds for this game here is going to be the Brewers as home favorites -220 with the comeback of the Pirates at a +180. Total run set at 8. Public bet percentage here, 84% of the bets, 82% of the money towards the Brewers. And for the total runs, 81% of the bets, 78% of the money towards the over 8 in the total runs. Brewers are on fire right now with their long winning streak, and the Pittsburgh Pirates are struggling, losing back-to-back games against the Cincinnati Reds in that 4-game series. All right, now, looking at this pitching matchup here, Jose Quintana has struggled at home with a 5.91 ERA, only 29 strikeouts in 36 2/3 innings with a 272 batting average. So he's definitely giving up hits here to righties, really, obviously, because he is a lefty at 296. All right, he's giving up a lot of power to lefties at 2.45, and then against righties 1.40. Walk rate is above 10 for both lefties and righties. That's a major concern as well. All right, so definitely an opportunity for the Pirates to score runs. For Andrew Heaney, he struggled on the road so far this year with a 6.55 ERA, only 39 strikeouts in 55 innings with a 276 batting average as well. Looking at his advanced numbers, over 2 home run per 9 to both righties and lefties. That's horrible. And a 315 batting average to lefties as well. Looking at numbers, there's supposed to be some progression, but still, Andrew Heaney has definitely had some issues outside of Pittsburgh when he's pitching. In this one here, that total of over 8 runs is going to be my secondary play. I definitely like that spot, but ultimately I do think that this could be back and forth. I do think that the Pirates keep it close. I like the +1.5 on the underdog here of the Pirates in the division matchup here. So Pirates +1.5 main play. Secondary play will be over 8 total runs. Last but not least, here in Kauffman Stadium, we have the Kansas City Royals 58-60 going against the Washington Nationals here 47-70. Pitching matchup, Cade Cavalli 0-0 with a 0 ERA going against Bailey Falter 7-6 with a 4.14 ERA. Current odds for this one, we got Royals as slight home favorites -150 with the comeback of the Nationals at a +125. Total run set at 9. Public bet percentage here, 73% of the bets, 81% of the money towards the Kansas City Royals, and for the total runs, 77% of the bets and 63% of the money towards the over 9 in the total. All right, now we got AL versus NL matchup. Nationals back-to-back wins here against the Giants. That's very good to see, and the Royals have been up and down so far in the last 5 games. Cade Cavalli, prospect for the Nationals, came up and pitched a couple days ago. 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 6 strikeouts and 1 walk. So we saw some really solid numbers from him. Hopefully he can go a little bit further and stretch him out a little bit more here in this particular game. Hopefully he can go 5 to 6 innings in this one. All right, so I have faith in Cavalli. I like what I've seen from him, and I think they go back to the well, and he has another strong performance. Now, Bailey Falter on the other end, coming over from the Pirates, he has struggled versus lefties. All right, so looking at his overall numbers, home run per 9 over 1.3 to both lefties and righties. That's not good. 10% walk rate to righties. 272 batting average versus lefties as well. So definitely cause a concern here with Bailey Falter. Very inconsistent, very up and down, and definitely does give up power. In this one, we're going to go with K. Cavalli and back the Nationals here. I like them on the money line, plus 125. If we're going with a secondary play will be Nationals team total over in this one. All right, so that's going to be our breakdown for the Monday slate. Let me know in that comment section down below if you agree or disagree. We could definitely debate about that. Also, don't forget about that Patreon. That link is provided down below. Click on it. Get full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes on 24/7. You need to get locked and loaded and get ready for the NFL season. Make sure you click that link. And hey, tell a friend. Make sure you continue to like and comment. It doesn't take much to throw just a hey or a what's up, and I'll definitely comment back to you guys. All right. So this is your boy Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.